What's up guys, NepentheZ and welcome back to another episode of the... I remember when I used to do, like, I roll my R's. I don't always do it, and I don't do it on purpose, but I remember I did it for a while on purpose because it triggered people. But anyway, welcome back to Road to Glory. It's another episode, lots of gameplay, not a lot else, nothing else, just gameplay today. It's Monday. Is it Monday? It's Monday. I finished my games on Saturday, and I've done a lot since then. A lot has changed, but I want to show you all the gameplay because, like, when you see what's changed, it's going to be important as to why it changed, when it changed, what it changed for. If you follow me on any other social media other than YouTube, you know how my weekend went. I still got an average finish, really, just not where I wanted it to be. Now, lots of things to talk about. I've got some comments from the last video that I didn't get to that we're going to finish off this video with. I have got some comments, well, some comments from the last video that I want to finish off with, and then some comments from the last video that I'm going to start off with. The first one is from it's actually, like, it's pronounced RGFSCBM DXDVBMM. So I probably assume that when YouTube was like, hey buddy, what's your name? He was like, and that was it. So he says, please do more vlogs like last Sunday. I was going to do vlogs every Sunday until on Thursday, when it was too late to do a vlog earlier. Somebody said, hey Nep, why don't you change your vlog days to Thursday? I was like, why? Sunday's a great day. And then I clicked the read more section of the comment, and he was like, because a lot of people like to watch your videos as podcasts whilst playing Foot Champs. So when you do them Sunday night, Foot Champs is already done. So if you do them on Thursday or Friday, perhaps, people can watch them on Thursday, Friday, Saturday and or Sunday, and, you know, use it as a podcast whilst playing Foot Champs. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. I think Thursdays is going to be the new day. So Friday will be reward day. Saturday, Sunday, Monday will be gameplay day. Tuesday, Wednesday will be SBCs, tournaments, packs, etc. days. And Thursdays will be vlog days. So that's where we're going with that. Next comment was from Connor Taylor. This is a long comment with a short story, but very important. It says, hey Nep, I don't want to come across as a attention seeker. You didn't. It was just a comment. He says, but I want to say thank you. My dog was bitten tonight by another dog and has to go under and have stitches. He's only 1.5, so he's never had an injury like this before, so me and my family were very worried. To distract myself while my parents took him to the vet, I watched some of your videos, including this one, meaning the last one, and it took my mind off it. Just wanted to say thank you, and I apologise if I ever come across as attention-seeking. Love you and your videos. Keep up the amazing work. Well, Connor, thank you. Hopefully your dog is alright. I have a dog myself, and he has a lot of health issues, and it's just shit, really, isn't it? No other word for it. It's just pretty shit. But I hope your dog is fine, dude, and recovers well. And you're not people that attention seek aren't people that put positive messages in the chat. People that attention seek are people that put really, really negative attention-seeking messages in the chat. So you're good, Connor, and the 350 people that thumbed you up, I guess, agree with me. Ruben Van Loon says, hey Nep, can you play offline seasons off camera? It will improve your defense massively once you're in Division 1. I did it myself and got 4 more wins per weekend. No. I hate offline play. I know it will make me a better player if I learn how to beat the AI on ultimate difficulty. I attest this to one of the big reasons why AA is very, very good at FIFA. Obviously he has natural talent, natural ability, natural skill. But I think one of the things that gives him an edge is the fact that his career mode series, he plays on the toughest difficulty, and he plays it a lot. So he's played against the AI hundreds and hundreds of times and understands the game mechanics, and I think it's made him a better player. I know playing offline would probably make me a better player. I just don't want to do it. I hate it with a passion. I find it just tedious, boring, and I would rather learn the hard way than have to play against the AI and go through that. I just can't bear it. I literally just can't bear it. But I appreciate the comment. Anch Saxena says, hey Nepo, I have a question for time allocation for the start of FIFA 18. I can only play FIFA on the weekends due to university. I'm sure other people have got this problem as well. Do you have any suggestions on what I should spend my limited time on? Thanks and keep up the great work. I'm going to have to say this as like a broad spectrum answer to anyone that asks anything about FIFA 18. I don't know is the literal answer. I don't know. And the reason why I don't know is because I don't know what's coming in FIFA 18. I don't know how Foot Champs is going to work in FIFA 18. We don't know what new features are going to be in FIFA 18. We don't know how SBCs are going to work in FIFA 18. I don't know. You're asking me to literally give you an advice and an answer on something that just is an impossible question. And so I brought this up because I see a lot of people ask, oh, hey man, at the start of FIFA 18, should I open bronze packs or should I, should I save up my coins on my players? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how the market's going to be. I don't know what EA are going to do to benefit people. I don't know. You might open your welcome back packs and get a sick player and just use him, and then you know what I mean? I don't know. People say, oh, NepentheZ, what's going to happen with Alex Hunter in FIFA 18? Is he going to go to Real Madrid? Will there be more than one league? I don't know. I am literally in the same boat as you. Every piece of information that I know about FIFA 18, you know about FIFA 18. I don't have any inside source or any extra information from anyone anywhere. I literally have only what EA have told us through social media. I know exactly the same amount as you, so I unfortunately cannot give you an answer to any question regarding FIFA 18. Next comment, Edward Wright says, hey Nep, do you think in FIFA 18 they should include position modifiers to allow you to change wingbacks to midfielders, left side to right side and forwards to strikers? Basically change anyone to any new position, considering in real life some people play in multiple positions over a season, such as Mikel Antonio. Love the series and watch every episode. Keep up the good work. I don't know. This is the first comment from the previous video, and I'm going to read the other comments as well before I talk about the overall point of this video. Next comment is from Corbin Ainsley. Says, I don't think FIFA should have fitness or contracts. Who agrees? Now on the fitness and contracts thing, I like fitness and contracts. I just think they need to be reworked. There was actually a thread on Reddit about this as well earlier today. So first and foremost, I think there should be an SBC where you put in 4 bronze individual fitness cards and it gives you a squad fitness card, untradeable of course. 4 silver individual fitness cards, it gives you a silver squad fitness card, and 4 gold individual fitness cards give you a gold squad fitness card. This will dramatically reduce the cost of fitness cards, and then in turn it will reduce the value of fitness cards so that they're affordable. You know, one of the biggest issues with contracts and fitness is, mostly fitness, not really contract, is one of the biggest issues is the fact that you earn like 300 to 700 coins per game. You need to put your fitness cards on realistically every other game, if not every game, but let's say every other game, and fitness cards right now are 2,000 coins minimum. So you need to play at best 3 games and at worst 5 or 6 games just to be able to afford to buy fitness cards. That then doesn't take into consideration contracts and healing and purchasing new players. And people say, oh, just use a fitness team, use a second team. It's not like, you shouldn't be forced to use a separate team to regenerate fitness on a team that you enjoy using. And the biggest issue with that for me, and why I feel that way, is because if you have 2 squads, there are only, I think, 12 spots on the bench. So you can exclude goalkeeper, but that means you have to have your 10 outfield players in 12 of those spots on the bench to regen fitness, which means you're only granted 2 substitutes, because you have your 2 spare players and then all 10 taking up the other spots to regen fitness. So it's even then, you're being told, you're basically being punished for having 2 teams and being punished for having 1 team, and it's stupid. And then let's say you play 2 games with your main team and you need fitness back on them, and then your first game with your fitness team you get an injury on your fitness team striker. Now you have to play with your main team so that you can put your fitness team on the bench to get rid of that injury, but your main team doesn't have enough fitness because you need to play a second game to get them up to fitness. So again, it just punishes you way too much because of how expensive it is. So I feel like fitness should be I think there should be an SBC for fitness cards so that you can generate fitness a little bit easier. But I also think that players in your reserves, or like not in your team or starting like 23 players, but in your actual club, just sitting there in the club, I think they should regenerate fitness as other players do as well. You know, when you play a game, every player in the club gets a +10 fitness, so that you can have more than one team, you can have a bench, and you can have, you know, players still getting rid of fitness and injuries. It's to the point where, specifically with injuries, and this surprises me why injury cards are so expensive, because for injuries you can start you can just create a bronze team, put your injured player in the reserves, like on not the bench but the reserve bit of the bench. You can go into an offline game against the AI. Once it kicks off, dashboard. You lose contracts, and you don't gain fitness, but you don't get a loss on your record, and the injury takes one game off. So you can literally save yourself an injury cards, which makes injury cards basically irrelevant. So it's surprising to me how the most important injury cards are 1,000 to 1,500 coins, when you can literally get rid of them for free very, very quickly. With contracts, I think that I don't think there should be like 12 games, 25. I think once you have a player, you should just have a player. I think contracts are pretty unnecessary, especially due to the fact that contracts are dirt cheap. Even like the gold shiny contracts are most of the year 150 coins. So it's kind of like, what's even the point? You're not really taking that many coins out of the market. But yeah, for fitness, EA definitely need to rework fitness to help the players play the game more. Jar Jar FC says, hey Nep, do you think Alex Hunter card will be upgraded to something usable for FIFA 18? I don't know. Come straight from their Twitter video where they released the Chelsea kit. I hope they do something with Alex Hunter next year. I thought this year, based on what I saw in the journey, where Alex Hunter had a silver inform, and then he had a team of the season card and so a team of the year card and a team of the season card. I thought they were going to upgrade Alex Hunter through this year. I thought periodically he would just either get upgraded randomly, or I thought that there might be an SBC where you submit Alex Hunter and in return you get another Alex Hunter that's upgraded. And I would love to see that next year. What's the point of putting him in Ultimate Team when you're literally making him an unusable 75 rated piece of crap that is just pointless? He's literally pointless. I've played about 60 or 70 games with him, and I started playing with him early on in the year. I played like 50 games with him in the first sort of 2 weeks, because I thought that it was gonna, I thought it'd be fun. I thought, hey man, let's keep playing with Alex Hunter. He was gonna be our marquee player. The more you play with him, maybe maybe he gets upgraded through the year, and these stats will be awesome to look at the end of the year. It was just pointless. It was absolutely pointless and a waste of time. So I hope next year, not only do they make Alex Hunter better, I hope they make his involvement within Ultimate Team better too. So there's that. C. Wanless says, do you think EA should do a Manager of the Month SBC so you get a purple manager card for completing SBC in FIFA 18? The Premier League already do a Manager of the Month anyway, so EA could just use that manager. The Manager of the Month card would give each player +2 chemistry. I think it would help with players off chem. Just wondering what your opinion is. Love the content. Yeah, I mean, I asked for this literally about 4 years ago. An inform manager that instead of giving +1 bonus chemistry gives +2 bonus chemistry. What I'd actually prefer to see would be either a Manager of a Month like you suggest, or a legend manager or an icon manager that gives +1 chemistry to all players. Instead of +2 chemistry to the players that fit the league or the nation, it should just be across the board +1 chemistry, because that way again you can build a few hybrids, you can have your players on 7 or 8 chemistry, and then the manager will boost every single player up by 1. I think that would be pretty awesome, pretty cool feature to add into the game that will just help things with chemistry. And as I said before, I don't necessarily want or agree with chemistry in this game, but if it's going to be in the game, let's do the best we can to allow people to have fun with it. And then off that, PantherD says, hey Neb, just a question about chemistry. You said that you don't think chemistry should be in the game, but surely you would constantly come up against the same squad of the most OP players. Love to hear your thoughts on this. Keep up the great content. Do you not already? Do you not already come up against Smalling, Bailly, Foot Birthday of Bonner, Inform Reed, Walker, Shaw, Danny Rose, Hector Bellerin, Jack Butland, Paul Pogba, N'Golo Kante, Rajan Angolan, Griezmann, Martial, Dembele? Do you not already come up against the same pool of about 50 players all the time? Because I know for certain I do. I see the same players all the damn time. So I don't know how removing chemistry would impact that anymore. Like, if there was no chemistry, I think you would see more random players because people will get to play with players they enjoy. For example, in the team that I'm using right now, you can see there I switched to a 4-1-2-1-2. Instead of that Romelu Lukaku, I would much prefer to play Al Sommer there. 4-star, 4-star, just as tall, very similar stats. But I can't use Al Sommer there without losing stats on him and sacrificing for the greater good of the team. Like, look at this team here. Smalling, Bellerin, Van Aanholt, who you see all the time, Paul Pogba, the Player of the Month cards. It's the same stuff all the time. I personally believe that with the removal of chemistry, or the way that they display the players regarding chemistry, and we'll get to that in a second, I think that that would open the window to people using players that you never usually see, not players that you always see. And last but not least is Pule says, "Hey Nep, I love the content. I had a new idea for drafts. Instead of finishing after 4 wins, you can have a 5th round of the winners and the 4th round in a double or nothing system where if you win, you get the opponent's rewards. Of course, you could always cash out after the end of 4 rounds." The problem with this is, dude, and this is one of the things that we were talking about in the last video about EA and some, you know, a liaison within the community, that is essentially flat out gambling, and it would have to be an 18 rated game. They would never do it. And I don't think they'd do it anyway, because you'd have people be like, "Oh my god, I said no and it put me into another game and I lost everything." Like, you know what I mean? It just is a cause for problems. So, when talking about chemistry and how it's displayed and how the stats are displayed, I understand that, like, you can get a card onto base chemistry and they get the actual card stats. If I play my Eden Hazard at left forward on 10 chemistry, he gets a bonus of a load of stats. If I play him at striker on 7 chemistry, he doesn't get as big a boost. Instead of EA not showing us what the boosts are, and this is the biggest problem for me, the lack of communication, the lack of information, and the lack of detailing from EA. If they showed you that at left forward, 98 Hazard with this chem style is a 99 left forward, and at striker, no chemistry or anything like that, but at striker, Eden Hazard with this chem style is a 97 striker, you would just use him at striker because you could see how it works. For example, I know I'm using like a bit of an extreme with Eden Hazard because he's 98 rated, but if you take Eden Hazard on 10 chemistry, which is what he would get in his position on chem with links, and you put him with an marksman card, which is what I have on him, he goes 98 pace, that remains the same. Pace remains the same. His shooting goes up to 99 in every category. His passing remains the same at 96. His dribbling goes up to 97 in reactions and balance, 99 in all the other categories. His defense remains the same, and his physical goes up by 10 in jumping, 5 in strength, and 5 in aggression. If you play him at striker on 7 chemistry, what changes is essentially nothing. His finishing reduces from 99 down to 97. Everything else in pace, shooting, passing and dribbling remains identical, and defending. And the only real difference he gets is 2 less aggression, 2 less strength and 4 less jumping. So if you look at his in-game ratings, with 10 chemistry, he's a 98 left wing and a 98 left forward and a 97 striker. And with 7 chemistry, he's a 96 striker and a 98 left forward still. So, like, for me, it's kind of like, why not show it that way? Instead of showing them off chem, because then team chemistry comes into place as well, and the lower the team chemistry, the worse the stats get. Instead of showing us individual chemistry and team chemistry, just have like presets. In the right position, they get this boost. In these positions, they only get this boost. And in these positions, they don't get any boost. And that's that. And then if, for me, you know, if getting Eden Hazard on even chemistry, which I think is 4 individual chemistry, yeah, so if you get a player on 4 individual chemistry and 100 team chem, they still get a minor boost, but not enough to be noticeable, right? If I want to play Eden Hazard at centre-back, let me play him at centre-back, because he's got 50 defending. It's not going to make any difference. If I actually played him at centre-back, I think you get 3 chemistry at centre-back. I mean, his stats are pretty much the same anyway, even if he went down to 2 chemistry. His stats, no, 2 chemistry, they start getting quite a chunk, you know, a heavy chunk removed. But yeah, like, why not? You know, when you see that, if you put a player on 10 chemistry on basic chem style, and you know, like Foothead and Footwiz and Footbin show you the in-game ratings, Well, Eden Hazard is a 98 left wing, a 96 striker, a 94 centre mid, a 97 right mid, a 77 CDM, a 78 left wing back, a 74 left back. Show that. If I put 98 Hazard at left back, change his overall rating to a 74 and show me that this is the kind of player that would actually be playing to that calibre there. You know what I mean? I don't know. It's so hard to explain without showing you visualizations and without EA giving us the visual that we need. But that's where I'm at with that. I would rather, that instead of, you know, the way they've done it, I would just rather that they did it a bit different, that's all. But guys, this is going to be the end of the video. You can see I don't want to say I pulled it back because I'm 22-11 at this stage. But if I win my last 7 in a row, I will get elite. I gave it my best shot. You'll see the final games tomorrow. This is going to be the end of the video. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. I'm out. Peace.